We're live. Hello, everyone. This is Ninja DC joining again for the React video. This time for Voltron, the 8th and last season. Yay!
This has been a long, epic journey for everyone.
Oh yeah! Just to give a heads up, I have not watched ahead this season for once. I decided to wait, painfully wait with it. There's one or two details I've spoiled just because of chat groups and all that, but I have not looked further into those details to confirm or not. It's confirmed, and I've just not watched the episodes. So
good for you.
I'm going in raw. All right. But yeah, also going off this earlier thing, yeah, this is everyone that's joined us for this react because Day Lover, this is, I guess, it's too early for her or too late time zones. And then also, yeah, she doesn't watch Voltron, does she, Second? I guess he's still playing with his mic.
Hear me now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. But yeah, I was just saying, like, Day Lover doesn't. Has she seen Voltron or not?
Not so far as I know. I think she caught up on Star Versus, but not Voltron.
All right. All right. But yeah, I was saying, like, Day Lover, like, will not caught up, and also Alex doesn't do Voltron stuff. So yeah, this is everyone tonight in for Voltron React. All right. Joining me again is Carlos.
Hello there, people, and this is Gumel Gator here, your pilot into what will be one of the last big hurrahs for one of Netflix's knockout hits at the beginning of its streaming process. That it was the first one to initiate, and we're almost in like the end of the beginning of an era, you know, like just something in multiple series in which Netflix has me hooked to so many, and Voltron would just be one of those great highlights. I know for sure. Even with the controversy and all that stuff, it's just like Voltron, you'll always be legendary in my books.
Yeah, I forgot to mention I was looking over some other cartoons on Netflix last night, and I have a back catalog of cartoons I need to get caught up on. Like Castlevania, that one like child's like fantasy show, like the dragon one is like, like I have a back catalog of a Netflix show. This feels good. All right, but also going to have us up. Gunmetal will be dropping out for the react for the first episode because of reasons. But we'll be jumping back in for the discussion of it and for the other episodes to react. That's if Netflix actually lets me keep the react this time. Yay!
Yay!
All right. Then also join me is Jenn.
Hello, everyone. This is Jenn. Ready for Voltron. It's gonna be so sad when this ends, you know. But one thing that's been great about Voltron, it's every season has left you kind of like wanting more. I've complained about it in the past, but I think that's good. That's actually good for something like this. I mean, you have to keep like the want of it, because that way you keep the viewer hooked and everything. And Voltron has definitely done that. And I'm sad that this is the last season, but I'm excited as to where they're going to go for this. And
it's been a long day. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Without you, Voltron, and we'll tell you all about it when we see you again. And we'll figure out the lyrics later for this. But I anticipate at some point curling up in a fetal position and crying at some point, but not today. Hopefully.
All right. Next up, Second.
Out of the night, when the full moon is bright, comes a horse that's known as Second. His bold renegade carves reviews with his blade, reviews of second opinion. Final season, Voltron, let's go.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. With that said, I guess are you all ready for some Voltron?
Yeah, we're ready
do
for
it.
some Voltron.
All
Moment
right.
in which Gunmetal drops out.
Bye bye,
All right.
gun. Bye
See
bye.
you after the break.
Bye, gunmetal.
See you again.
All
We'll
right.
tell you all about it when we see you again.
All right.
I can sing better than this, folks.
Are you all ready?
Let's
We're
do
ready.
it.
Let's do this.
Going live in 3, 2, 1. Press play.
Come on.
Get him.
Cartoon.
Hey.
Come on.
The never-changing intro.
I noticed that this is one series that never, ever changed its intro.
Well,
I don't know why
nice
I
reminder
approve
of how
it, but
far we've come.
I don't know why I approve that. Yeah, I don't know why I approve that, you know?
Oh, no.
Yeah, suits me okay.
Oh, actually, can we pause and go back? When I was expanding the screen, it sort of froze my
Okay.
video. All right, everyone go back to 0 if you can.
All right.
What are we
Go
doing?
back to what? The very beginning?
Yeah, 0.
Oh,
0, 0.
here we go again. We got to run
Alright.
the intro. We got to run the intro again.
All right, everyone
Out of
press,
the night when the...
all right, everyone press play.
Oops.
Everyone,
Oh, no, wait a
everyone-
minute. Oops, sorry. I went ahead too far. Let's do this again. Sorry.
0, 0.
All right. All right, everyone press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Just
All right, now it's over.
Yay.
All right.
okay. Okay. So that's a great convenience. So, yeah, let's talk about that episode and how it homages like Voltron, the original series. At the
What the
beginning,
heck was that? I'm sitting for the Planet Ninjas. What the heck was that?
that was quite literally like the Shield voice of Pidge's original iteration,
Oh
and
my
I've seen it from the Death Battle. It's quite crazy. Like Pidge in the original show is quite insane, actually.
Wow.
I like that they're meta about it, but at the same time, it makes no sense because it's like, oh yeah, they're basing off the show, but like Voltron, like you're very documented about who the Paladins are and all that. I think it wouldn't be that far off.
Yeah,
Like-
it would be that far off. Like
They should have
unless
made
were-
like, I wonder if they did one
Well,
something
then
like
again,
with Shiro and the original voice of Shiro. That would have been something.
Oh, you mean Von Swaz?
Yeah.
But again, though,
I still
Japan,
remember
though,
the dimension.
sticks to their formulas on how to make a lot of shows, so I feel like, yeah. But we have it documented what the Paladins are like. Don't tell us how to make our shows.
I mean, just look at what Japan does with like Marvel properties.
Well,
Don't
yeah.
worry about saving the world, we'll worry about the entertainment here.
I mean, or even like Japan's tokusatsu version of Spider-Man, in which he's like,
Oh, yeah.
I am the Reaper from beyond Spider-Man, and it's just like, oh my god. And he even has a Spider-Man.
Weird.
It's Japan, Jen.
I
Japan
know.
always gets it right with the weirdness. But
I know. That's what makes
And
Japan.
said you ain't
That's what
seen
makes
nothing
Japan
yet.
Japan.
Mhm.
That's what makes Japan Japan, and why we love them.
Yeah, but
It's like, it's moments like it's like Japan, I love you, but what?
mhm. I also like to point out about like in this episode a lot of like family connections and such for like
Yeah.
to show like the ends of plot lines or death flag signaling for certain characters. Because yeah, we need to know like how this is going to resolve, since this is like the prelude before the storm that is the climax of the series.
Even if this was considered, if someone could consider it filler, this is good. This is really good. It seems like it's the beginning of it, and it's really good. I really like that. That was actually a really nice, really cute love scene with Keith and Allura. Not Keith. I'm sorry. Lance and Allura.
Lance.
Dang it!
Don't you
Sorry. My bad. Now all the clans people are gonna be after me. I'm like, oh god. No, it was Lance and Allura. That was actually really sweet. It was really sweet. There was no schmaltz
10 o'clock.
Oh, it was really sweet. There was no schmaltz to it. It was cut and dry and to the point, but just enough feeling in it. And coming from Lance, that was great. That was a great love scene between those two.
I honestly related so much to like Lance in that particular scene, like the way he was delivering like those lines. Like, there was no extra energy, no anything.
Yeah, he was being serious. That was great.
Yeah. I mean, part of it seemed like he, wasn't afraid to let himself go schmaltzy a little bit. Like he was just kind of bearing his soul there. And I mean,
agreed.
Kind of like, I mean, this is a big character step almost. That Lance is Lance is not a Latino lover. He's a poser. He's chasing the image of what he sees as cool, and what he actually is just
he's a good
he's a sincere kid who wants to be loved, but maybe not a sincere kid, but like a good-hearted kid all the same who wants to be loved. Which I'm just wondering why it took us all these seasons to get to that.
Because it's the build up there. It's the build up, and then all of a sudden you need one is like, that to really change, to really turn the tide. You needed something like this of this magnitude. That way it's unexpected.
7 seasons worth of build up with him being worst character though.
Well, funny character. Funny character, but hey, I didn't mind the build up. I didn't mind the build up.
I just want to give a time warning because in a second you have to leave.
Okay.
Sorry.
Next episode.
Yeah, well, okay. Carlos is muted. I meant to talk to him. Let me send him a message. And he's out.
Aw.
So he's back to babysitting.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I'll get an update on that.
Here he's back.
All right.
I'm sorry. I think I may have talked over you. I didn't mean to, Carlos.
No, you didn't talk over me. I actually said like the episode. I was letting you be able to get your words in.
Yeah, I think I may have had. I think I may have had too many. So I'm sorry.
All right, I was just going to give a heads up. Are you ready to watch the next one, Carlos?
I have to do this one thing to be able to get ready because need to do this.
So you just need a minute?
Yeah, I just need like a quick minute. Hold up.
Okay.
All right. Just mute yourself and unmute yourself when actually, can you mute yourself on the iPhone? Yes, I take it as a yes.
Okay, he can.
Alrighty then.
And I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna mute myself. And I'm gonna mute myself for a couple seconds. I'll be back, guys.
All right. Well, I guess what are any other thoughts about this episode?
Well,
I can definitely say that like the whole Lotor court thing has sort of like really gone full ham, like the afflicted parties of the Alteans. That was definitely an open, shocking reveal of like, we might not have many Altean survivors in this. If that closing scene is any big indication, which is sad. But at the same time, it's like we were alluded to like some of like what happens to Alteans when they get corrupted from that alternate dimension episode. Yeah. So they were preparing us for it with like some fluff.
Yeah. Now looks like we're finally gonna face off with Hagar, which she's kind of faded in and out of focus so far. Like I think if you look between the folds of some of the past seasons, there was stuff that was dropped, put on the table with her, and then just went nowhere or never came back. So, I mean, I think this is going to be, At least I hope they've got something saved up there, because this could be pretty interesting. She's kind of been the Joker in the deck so far. There's still a lot of mystery surrounding her.
Well, I think it's interesting. Like, that's going to be interesting with her is before she was corrupted and sort of relying more on Gara mixed with Altean magic, sort of like corrupted magic. Now she's had access to like pure Altean knowledge and wisdom and magic. So it's like she's going to be different, but probably not different good for everyone, as we've seen by the giant mech that almost destroyed Voltron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then again, you've got another big old mech. You've got the Atlas.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for, as people call him, Thick Boy, to fight.
Thick boy. Thick boy robot.
I guess.
Come on, robot.
Ready?
Come on,
Ready when you are.
No thick robot shaming here. It's all about thick robot positivity.
I'm sorry, but whenever someone brings up Atlas, I'm always going back to Ruby because, yeah,
I get you.
Atlas military.
Gotcha.
All right,
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, Carlos, just says that you're worried about background noises. If it needs to be, just mute yourself at times. It's not a big issue. Just unmute yourself when you're free and all that, and.
I gotcha.
And message me if you have any problems. All right. With that said,
understood.
Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
All right.
Ready.
Press play in 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah.
Okay. So there are still some Galra left, though, for Hagar to command.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like she's leading like a double life. Like she's queen of what I'm going to call the new Alteans, and yet still Hagar to the Galra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's manipulating. Well, the thing is, like, she uprooted
That is a boss right there. That's
what she basically did is the way it's set up dang,
Hagar Minerva is a boss.
The Galra Empire seems to be sort of like similar situations to like the Holy Roman Empire, where it's an empire, but basically it's very independent sectors. The one thing that united it all for like 10,000 years was basically Zarkon's like iron fist. So without when he was gone, first of all, it like fragments them up, like every general trying to grab up themselves. And then when his son eventually died, like grabbing up what was still a majority of the empire, once he was gone, it fragmented fully, and Hagar just prevented anyone from trying to attempt to like get the head spot anymore, but she destroyed the flame holy spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, basically, all these, like, I wouldn't say cities, but like sectors and all that, those sections of the Galra are there, so all the Galra empires still exist. No, like, Galra space exists, but the Galra empire is basically gone, sort of thing.
Right. So it's been like fragmented into itsy bitty pieces.
Yeah, or at least she's killed anyone who might have had a claim to taking it over. So, yeah, she's just seems like she's just kind of using it as a means to an end. What's left of it anyway.
Now I don't know what to call her. Do I call her Hagar? Do I call her Minerva? I don't know what.
It's fully Minerva at this point.
It's fully Minerva. Okay.
Yeah.
The one thing, like,
Hagar's not even a real name.
Yeah, what she's using. Actually, that was a great twist. But what she seems to be doing with the Galra Empire, she wants to destroy the Galra Empire, but she wants to use it as much as she can before she does that. That's right. That's why I interpret her what she's doing.
She's using it to find. I think she's trying to kind of using it for resources to try and find Lotor. She still like believes that I don't know what is she going to try to resurrect Lotor, or is she just going to try, or is she just going to like carry out her revenge in his honor or something?
Yeah, try to pull him out of the dimension or whatever.
Yeah, because he's still not really dead, just sort of suspended in pure quintessence, which really is not good. Like,
well, considering how Zarkon came out.
I mean, but this is for a much more extended period of time, so we might be looking at like the greatest threat to the entire universe.
No doubt. And add spice on that. There is no greater power in the universe than a mother's love, you know? And especially if that mother's child has been taken away from her, God help the universe.
It's like we're going to see the dark side of that.
Right. And she is a woman on a mission. Definitely. And she is no doubt out for blood. No doubt. I gotta give it to Minerva. I mean, woman on a mission, being a boss in 2 different areas. And I like revenge. I mean, I don't like the idea of losing a loved one for revenge, but dang, it's the purest revenge you can think of, you know?
I will say, every interaction you see between Lotor and Zarkon, though, like, you start to revel the last thing that happened between them a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
definitely.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, you're like... It's very easy to love the moments of Lotor sticking it back to Zarkon. Like,
I know.
Oh, I'm the weak one, huh?
I'm the weak one. You say that like because of my compassion for like other races and trying to treat them fairly in our like tyranny.
But then again, Zarkon's hopped up on quintessence. He's not thinking straight.
No,
but I mean, you remember Lotor in that battle with that last battle with Zarkon. Like, you speak to me of weakness. How does it feel to grow weaker with each passing day? Does the memory of power haunt you? You're essentially just another one of those that witch's monsters. Like,
ooh.
Then he's like, I will crush you, a worm. And he's like, I will crush you, you worm.
You want to know what's even more sadder? Lotor will never know that hag was his mother the entire time.
He knows.
Yeah, that is sad. He did not know.
You didn't see that. He knows.
He didn't know that Hagar was his. Well, I'm sorry, that Minerva was his mother. He didn't know the witch was his mom.
Well, I mean, like, remember a couple seasons ago, Alora was suggesting that, and he was denying it, but then she summoned him and, like, basically told him as much, and he just said, "Get out of here, I don't forgive you."
I guess I remember that. So he's grappling. He can't grapple with that fact.
It's basically Lotor is dealing with, like, the worst side of like both of your parents like are dealing with like a deteriorating like mind disease, but in this case it's like using like quintessence as like a power drug.
Totally.
And it's so sad.
What I want to say is like he seemed to like quickly found out like his mother was Minerva, but he didn't seem to like. Well, he was in denial. Like he sort of seemed to know, but was in denial about like Minerva being a Hagar, but I don't think he knew, like, even suspect that for most of his, like, before he was banished, he had no idea. I feel like that Hagar was Minerva. I feel like at that point he still would, like, didn't even have, like, the seed planted of the idea. But I feel later on, like, he started to put the dots together, but just ignore it until he couldn't really ignore it anymore.
Yeah. What I was trying to say before about Minerva actually is like, it feels like the series like it felt like a bit unplanned, like around the point of like season 3 and 4, but to then just make it like this entire series has all been like one evil family as like the big antagonist, just unlocking secrets one after another to keep
first
family
dad,
members.
then son, then mom.
Yeah,
and then pet cat.
And then the cat turns out to be the
worst villain of all. Cat.
Kitty.
Why does it always have to be cats?
It's the kitty. Why did it have to be the kitty?
It's like this cat is like Schrodinger's cat. Like
he's neither dead, neither alive.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny? Okay, wouldn't it be funny?
That was like that episode of the Powerpuff Girls.
Wouldn't it be funny if all of a sudden the cat turns out to be the greatest villain and Voltron has to like face off this with the giant cat beast, and then it tosses like some sort of galactic Yarn ball.
No.
It's like,
And then Hunk's like, okay, even this is weird even for us.
yeah, like if
If
it's
I'm going to be
How are they
around
gonna
for
make
any
them?
of the third episode at all, though, we should probably start it now.
Yes,
All
you're
right.
right. You're
Yeah.
right.
let's
You're
do
right.
this.
Actually, let me pull it up myself.
Got it.
Episode.
I already have it set up because, like,
Me
you know.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I'll probably only get halfway through, but next Reactor, just have to get your thoughts on episode 3.
Mhm.
All right, is everyone ready?
Stick around to
Ready.
extra. All right, ready.
All right, press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Dang, it's so creepy seeing those Altans acting with
portal?
such glee.
Yeah, remember that's how they use the Altean like teleporter thing.
Cheaters!
Well, that's how the ship got around for a while.
Yeah. With the warp gates.
Actually, I think that's. Actually, I'm curious if have they showed the Atlas being able to do that or not?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
All right, so
She
what do you
can
think of the
make worm-
season so
Or
far?
maybe he can make wormholes.
This is certainly shaping up to be like a really nice beginning for the conclusion of Voltron.
Definitely.
Like just like we're talking about, like we're looking at like the remnants of the Gora Empire after like severe hits.
Mhm.
Even dealing with like some aftermath of like the fallout of like Voltron and Lothar disappearing for 3 years, which
Yeah.
it's a very unwelcome thing, but at least it led to the progression of like humankind's arms race in order to protect themselves from the Gora,
Mm-hmm.
which that was severely like a big highlight of the series. But then this is just like, well, now humankind can be like the ones like extending their hands off to like save like the enslaved races from like the Gora Empire.
Right.
Meanwhile, Voltron's like, okay, we're gonna deal with like these Altean driven like rogue beasts right now. Like we started out with rogue beasts in season 1, but then kind of stopped doing that for like a long time, and now we're going back to rogue beasts for our antagonists.
Gosh, it's been actually a while since we have had Robeast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time was like around season 4 or 5. Yeah,
Actually, wasn't it season 2? I can't remember.
I think no. I think there was like a surprise rogue beast like around season 4 or 5, but then nothing.
But it's cool to have them again, but this time there seems to be like, I don't know, now you've got Minerva. Now you got Minerva here. It's just adding more spice to it.
Yeah.
They're going back to their roots for something completely epic. I know it. Are we doing another episode?
Nah, not tonight. I said I said 3 to 4. Actually, that's one thing I meant to ask is
Pooh.
I'll ask about availabilities after. Do you have any other thoughts on this one?
See, do I have any other thoughts? Voltron. I call this Voltron's take on Dead Space. Interesting, that monster. I hope that monster's dead. I do. I hope that monster's dead. And
Well, it sounds like there's more though. It's like what they're implied. Like there's more of those things. Which
jeez.
I actually sort of look forward to because again, it's so creepy and just awesome how it moves. Like it feels so unique.
It's so I hate overpowered foes, but I mean it seems like it's overpowered. It can like warp at like it can warp really quick, and yet it's mega hopped up on quintessence. Jeez. But I guess we'll have to see how the plot unfolds once again. Still, welcome back. Once again, still, I'm hopped up and ready for the next episode, but I gotta wait.
Yeah, we have to wait, like, for like even progression, like hopefully for like better timings on like everyone's fronts.
I'll just have to. Now that now the episodes are all downloaded in my toolbar, and I'll just have to be temptation to watch is, but must be good.
All right. Well, I guess we'll continue next. Well, continue next time.
Stay tuned, Voltron fans.
Mm.
The darkest and most serious episodes, written by our friend Josh Hamilton.
Oh, God.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Give him the right series and you get an
I'm
ace.
gonna start
ace
crying. Oh. Will you stop the planet destroying you? Come on. It's been through enough.
It's all part of a greater service.
Ah.
The circle of the galaxy.
I thought you were gonna say circle of life, but okay.
Circle of the galaxy, you know.
That's true.
Find your heart and free your mind. Let's celebrate B-I-A-T-E.
Oh my God, you're doing
What?
that
Not
song.
appropriate.
That is just no.
What?
No second. You are not referencing Pokemon Forever now.
Oh no!
Forest spirit stuff.
I
Still
almost
I'm sorry.
respect it.
It's because like Pokemon Forever was quite literally like the first time like the movies went downhill like in entertainment wise.
First time.
I'm sorry, but like even though like movie 1 was iconic and movie 2 was a little bit of a downwards, but then again it was carried by its song and also Lugia. And then the third movie was quite literally one of the best Pokemon movies just because of like its unintentional writing of making Ash being important actually makes sense. Fourth movie is just like let's just have a
Having an
time
actual
traveling
plot.
Samuel Oak. Yeah, it just feels like a.
I thought it was because Celebi annoyed everybody.
No. The part about Celebi that annoyed people was its rebirth via multiple Celebis from different points of the time, and I'm just like, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey doesn't explain any of this.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
All right. Are y'all ready for the next episode? Episode 5?
Yes. Are we already at episode 6 already?
No,
5.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I
You're that
just
far ahead of
closed it.
yourself.
I just closed it out. Wait, is it? Okay, I found it.
All right.
Okay, I found it now. We're good.
I hope this episode will cheer us up from the depression that was the loss of the planet Altea.
Might be a little bit of tonal whiplash if they go
At least the
happier
people.
and bubblier.
At least most of the inhabitants got off the planet.
Yeah.
Maybe we can learn something that maybe shuts those murmur beats down.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's hoping for a better lifting mood or deeper depression.
We just become like so depressed by the end of this that we're just like, Voltron, legendary defender. Now we want it.
We're all gonna die.
We are nothing but space dust given life from science.
All right.
Okay.
Are y'all ready for episode 5?
Ready?
Yes.
All right. Press
Let's
play and
do it.
press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh. I hope rehabilitation helps.
Oh.
That is so adorable. That is just so precious.
Oh.
So
not completely depressing, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can also just say that I really love the other Lotor's Angel, like I forget her name, but like she looks so great with that eye patch on her dress.
Yes, it does.
I feel terrible. I mixed up Ashka with Keith's mom.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, and then I remember what she looked like. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, I mean, like for me, at first I thought I was mistaken. Like when I first assumed, like, okay, it's the girlfriend. No, wait, it's the mom from what you guys were saying. But no, I was right the first time. It was the girlfriend.
Yes, you were right. That is the girlfriend because I just remember. Wait a minute. The mom has like 2-tone hair color.
And also, they didn't like remember, like, the girlfriend they met inside of the space bee before.
Right. I completely forgot it. I completely forgot, but now I have that reminder.
Yeah, and it's really nice to give her some characterization because, like, second mentions, like, oh, it's the one of Lotus Angels that's just Keith's girlfriend, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of what we have here. But now it's like, you're getting some new girlfriends, like.
Hey, keep getting some.
Gotta give him somebody besides Shiro.
Or Lance. Gotta give him somebody, but you gotta have make the straight shippers happy.
Well, actually, they're called like the really big push for her to be like Keith's love interest. Like last season, show came like in between seasons. It's like someone who's literally trying to blackmail the show staff to get plans to become canon.
Yeah,
figures.
Okay. You have to make it pathetic. Come on, people.
Yes, agreed. You could have been cordial about it, but no, you take it too far.
That's why I joke how they had to sort of like push it more in our faces last season. That like, oh yeah, this is Keith's love interest because they just want plans to die. It's like it's sort of funny how like. I never really had like a fan creator community just like outright just like say like we do like I can see how some people could like the ship, but it's not what we have written in the story. Like they keep like saying they like repeatedly keep denying clans. It's like sort of sad and funny all at the same time.
I'd be like, come on. It's like, come on, quit trying to force your fan fiction on this story.
I mean, like, seriously, it's not going to make Korosami 2 happen.
Exactly. You're not getting Korosami 2. You're going to have to deal with it. And besides, you had that teaser with Shiro and Adam. Isn't that enough for you?
And now in this episode with like two of the angels hooking up with each other before.
Exactly. Are you not entertained? No, they're not.
All right. Are you all ready for episode 6?
Yep, we're ready for Korosami 3. I mean, episode 6.
All right.
Korosami 3.
Oh my gosh, if that ever happens. Oh, I wait to sit back and watch that.
Wait, what would be Korosami 3?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking like right now, like a relationship.
It's gotta be
like
somebody. It's gotta be something well known, and it would spark so much worldwide rage.
Okay, think. Who would be?
I mean,
Korosami 3.
We don't know that Pidge doesn't swing that way.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Pidge and Allura?
Oh my god!
Like they've hinted that Aurora's love interest is Lance. Like
I know. But I'm just throwing that out there.
Watching episode 1 of season 8. No, I'm thinking like right now from like any other show, and I'm like, the only one I could think of would be like Rainbow Dash with Rarity and Applejack. That would be the only way for like a polygamy like thing would happen.
Well, actually, if we're going like for like a 3-person relationship, I think all know the only closest thing we have is Star, Marco, and
Tom.
Loose Tom.
Tom.
It's not even rigged in my favor. Come on. It's not even rigged in my favor.
We joke about that, but at the same time, I honestly would be okay with that shit. I would be okay with that ship.
It'd be like Tom would finally get his revenge on the Blood Moon and be like, I'll let that destined ship happen as long as I get it in party action.
And then, actually, I take that back. That could satisfy both. Ends. I mean, like, you get the Starco, but then Tom gets in on it as well, and then possibly Tomco. Tomco and Starco.
It's like a win-win.
There it is.
It's a win-win.
There it is. There it is. There's your Korosami 3.
All right.
Why
Weird
not?
hobbies.
I'd be like, why the freak not?
All right, y'all ready for episode 6?
Yes, we're ready.
All right, press play in 3,
Oh.
2.
Wait.
What? Wait, hold on. What?
I mean, episode.
Okay. Yeah, you can start the countdown again.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's do
All
this
right,
again.
everyone ready? All right, start episode 6 in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, but this is like one of those Pyrrhic victories in which no one died. Except for that one Altan. But
Can everybody make it in time?
Everybody cram into the wormhole.
Mm-hmm.
And alright, you can kaboom now.
Kaboom!
And now an earth-shattering kaboom. Oh. Still kaboom.
Oh, God.
And cliffhanger again.
As predicted.
As
I'll
is
be back.
tradition.
This would be good enough to be its own season if it was like season 3 or 4.
Oh,
Well, that's sort of why I predicted it, just because they used to they for a little bit broke up the seasons into 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Like this would be the end of one season, so I'm predicting like cliffhanger.
Oh, how many more episodes we got?
How many?
7.
7 more?
Oh, God.
Fair enough. I'm ready. I'm ready for the emotional roller coaster. I can't wait. How about you?
I can't wait either. It's like I can't wait a little bit, but at the same time, it's like I want to see how bad Lotor is right now.
I want to. Why do I respect Minerva more? I know why. Because she aimed not just to bring her son back, but to completely bring back her own world into warp time and reality itself. I think that's why I love it when villains and villainesses shoot big. And what's bigger than warping reality itself? Woo! Why? And now she truly does have, like, she was trying to get her boy under control, and now
trying
she
to
does.
get Alora under control and herself. Like,
Pretty
she
much.
was aiming so big, and at the same time, it was with like calculating less risk because it was like Lance was the unfortunate sap to be like pinned down.
That was the fatal flaw. She knew where to hit. She knew where to hit, and she hit hard, and it landed.
It did. I just Minerva is like shaped up to be like hopefully like I really feel like while like Lotor might have like the better personality as a villain, Minerva herself might be the best competent villain.
I think so.
I think that's a good way to. Well, it's weird to describe because Lotor was extremely competent until the end. That's where, like, when he gave into his emotions, like everything went to shit. Like that's the best way to describe it. Like when he at the end is like it's like you're like your dad. Now I'm mad. And yeah, that's like where you like. Before that, he was very competent, but with Minerva, it seems like she has the same competence like as Lotor, but like she can embrace and control her emotions with that, so she can use those. So she can be like ruthless with it. Like she can be completely ruthless with her decisions, but like channel her emotions into like I don't want to say positive light, but like into an effective force.
Right. And since she's pure Altean, I mean, she doesn't have to work. She doesn't have the goal. She doesn't have the Gora side that Lotor had, that he was constantly rebelling against. Since she's like, I'm pure Altean. I got this.
I got it, but I think Alteans might have a weakness to
The fact that I was like, I've always wanted to keep this boy under control, and now he's a mech, and he does my bidding. It's a good day.
It's a good day to
Now,
be a
all I
mom.
gotta do next is bring back my world. Put in my husband, and everything will
Yeah, I
be
was gonna say
gravy.
the one thing she needs to bring back now is her husbando.
And if the husbando comes back,
All right.
then it's going to be like a full-on reset. And I'm like,
Well, I wonder what a to-do list would be like for Minerva. Okay, all right. Let's see. Enslave all the. Let's see. Get the Oltans together. Get their quintessence. See, like, make my son look like a savior. Check. Get them to build like these real ultra awesome Ava inspired mechas to steal the planet's quintessence by name wormholes. Check. Let's see. Get Voltron on her, make it look like a little biatch. Check. Let's see. Pretty much like engage in Allura. Check. Bring back my son. Turn him into a really awesome mecha. Check. And then destroy the fabric of reality to suit my needs because I reject everybody's reality and substitute my own. Check. That sounds like a pretty good to-do list for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody's like to-do list for 2019 would be like, destroy the fabric of reality. There you go. You don't need any other New Year's resolutions than that.
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
If anyone destroys like the fabric of reality even more than it already has been destroyed, it's just going to be like people can't believe in anything anymore by then.
Or again, it's like I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Oh my god. She is that saying.
That's exactly what it is. Like I'm rejecting this reality because it sucks. So I'm going to create my own, in which I get everything I want. I'm going to have my Altean good looks. I'm going to be super smart. I'm going to get my husbando back. My little boy's going to love me, and everything will be gravy.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be rabbits, George.
lots of rabbits bouncing.
There'll be lots of rabbits for me to play with.
Yeah, there will be, Lenny.
There'll be lots of rabbits for me to play with. I will name him Voltron, and I will pet him and pat him and
I will hug him and squeeze him and pet him and pat him and
and rub him and stroke his bill and ruffle his pretty feathers. Oh wait, bunny rabbits don't have bills and feathers.
And that's when the veil gets revealed and Lenny dies.
Pretty much.
The end. But,
pretty much. And then she finds out like this reality sucks. I'm like, oh man.
So yeah, this was a pretty awesome turnout from depressing to somewhat uplifting to now like we're in complete dire straits mode.
Yes.
What Second predicted from the beginning turned out to be true. And now we literally have a rampaging Lotor who's on leash from Minerva. So
it's another set of mommy dearest in a sense. I'm waiting to see fan art of like that version of Lotor, like playing video games, and then here's Minerva say like, Lotor, it's time to destroy reality again. Okay, Mom.
Okay, Mom, and then boom.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm waiting for fan art of this. And anyone in the comment section hears this and takes this suggestion, that is the cue. And go.
Okay. So I want to compare like Minerva right now to like I know this might be early, but can we just say like Minerva might be like the best female villain that these people who were behind Avatar created?
Azula is pretty stiff competition.
I haven't seen all of Avatar yet, so
well, the thing is, I would say she's better than Azula just because Azula went from like Azula got, I would say, worse with. Well, she got better, then she got worse. Like when she was first introduced, like then she got better and better. When she took like the capital, that was like her peak, and then after that, she just started to get go downhill.
I mean, like effectiveness-wise, perhaps, but as a character, I felt like they took her to a pretty natural conclusion that someone like that could go to.
No, I mean, I get you. Like, she definitely has, like, best character for, like, the female villains. I'm just, I guess what I'm saying is, like, I'm not saying, like, Minerva is, like, best character villain-wise.
Well, I mean, if best villain is the one who is the most physically powerful, then, I mean, who's the greatest villain ever written?
Good question.
Majin Buu.
Majin
Super
Buu?
has passed him up a few times, I'm sure.
You think Majin Buu is the greatest villain ever?
Oh, if we're talking about the most powerful of all time, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not exactly, I feel like, the standards you use for that.
Okay. Majin Buu seems like the most simplistic villain to me, but okay.
But no, I'm okay. I guess there are more powerful than him, even in Dragon Ball Z. There are more powerful than him. I just...
Of course, there always was somebody more powerful.
Yeah.
It's Dragon Ball Z, there's always somebody more powerful.
Or Super, in that case.
Yep.
Super, which, like, it's, like, morally great to, like, outright recolors of our main hero.
First you got Goku, then you got Vegeta, then you got Raditz, then you got Goku again, then you got Gohan, and then you got Frieza, then you have King Cold, and then you have Cell, and
then Majin Buu, and then
Majin Buu, and then the androids, and the androids. Okay, the androids fell somewhere in there. They're probably
it's before Cell. It's before Cell.
Okay, androids, then Cell, and then where does Broly fit in all of this?
Oh, Broly is now canon.
It was not
after
canon
Super.
until recently.
Yeah, they made him canon and then put him, like, right after the Tournament of Power. So yeah.
Okay, how powerful? Okay, now how powerful is he?
Let's just say require the heroes to do a new ass pull.
What?
That's pretty strong.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm not going to say the specifics of it because the internet was already spoiled enough as it was.
Pretty much.
But
yeah, I think, like, Dragon Ball Z is kind of an example of why best villain is not most dangerous villain necessarily.
Not true.
Yeah, especially when, like, the abridged just, like, makes you think, like, okay, maybe Cell might be better than Frieza in some aspects now, thinking about it.
Well, their version might be. I mean, their version of Cell was absolutely hilarious. Like, Frieza was as funny as everything else in their episodes, but Cell, they, like, turned him into a show stealer.
Yeah, I think the best thing about, like, I remember from my favorite thing when they brought back Frieza is when they did that one Dragon Ball movie.
Yeah,
Resurrection F.
Yeah, and then, like, Gohan just, like, basically one-shots, like, Frieza so easily.
Wait, what?
Oh, it's a different time.
No,
it's
Fusion. It's Fusion Reborn, in which they introduced Gogeta as Fusion.
I think you're talking about he's not talking about Resurrection F. He's talking about some movie from like
a long time ago.
The Buu saga, where Frieza comes back and he hasn't seen Gohan before, like, all grown up that is, and then when he does, he's like, "Wait, you're that son from Namek," and then Gohan just one-shots him.
It's like, give King Cold my best regards. God. Even though like Gohan has no connection with King Cold whatsoever, it was just like from like some vine.
Nobody has any connection to King Cold. He was the most like
pointless Frieza.
Well, he was a character of convenience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, but like yeah.
Where were we?
Oh yeah, we were talking about Voltron before.
Yeah,
at some point.
Yeah, before the conversation devolved.
Okay, best villain.
Evolved into Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Well, and why best villain? Whether best villain is most powerful villain or not.
Well, yeah, I think my main thing is, like, as of now, I think Minerva is my favorite of the main Voltron villains. Just because Zarkon, he started out good, but like he was just like too straight up like evil like power destroy sort of thing. That was his mindset. He was like basically almost became like a caricature. He was great in that role, but like he just was just like a standard evil villain who like is one like interesting part was like he was obsessed with the Black Lion, like really obsessed.
Like, why won't you go back my number, Black Lion? And meanwhile, his wife was literally right next to him, and he just didn't know.
Lotor, like
They made Lotor more quirks than Zarkon, yeah.
Well, Lotor was interesting, but like I feel like he wasn't a real villain until like basically 2 episodes until the end of like his villain arc.
Yeah,
like he like fought Voltron like indirectly and all that, like, and he was good in that role. Like he was never like he was more of an antagonist when he was a villain, like against them, until he didn't really become a real villain for them until like 2 eposodes before he was like temporarily killed, quote unquote, because yeah, he came back right now. But Minerva, like she feels like she's a good combination of like she's like emotionally like motivated, like you like she has motivation, but at the same time she's very competent, like she's cool, calm, and collective about what she does.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although as far as her story, like at the moment, I feel like they're throwing a lot at you really fast, kind of expecting you to call back for a lot of characters from past episodes and what your feelings on them were, if any. And yeah, I mean, I kind of like right now, I don't feel it as much as some of the stuff with Lotor or Zarkon, actually. I mean, they geared it up pretty well with the earlier episodes with her calling back everything that happened to her in the past and her establishing her motivation. Right now, she's kind of just been in the background, giving demagogue speeches, and it's now we catch up to her and she succeeds right away. So I feel like it remains to be seen how it'll take shape.
This is also going to be interesting. I mean, now that there was that one part where that one Altean girl was like, Lotor? She's like, something's not right here. So I'm wondering if I am wondering like if they're going to see him like what's going on here? And, like, what's going on here? Like, it doesn't seem right, you know?
Yeah, like...
What are they going to think about it, about this now?
Like, then it's going to be, like, a bit of, like, a much more encased version of, like, an insurrection against the cult.
Could be.
But then again, like, it could easily be snuffed out if enough cult members are able to subdue her before her belief spreads.
But here's the thing, and now that she's got her superpowered son, who could pretty much just snuff everyone out and pretty much beat Voltron apart.
Mm-hmm.
Add to that, still got that axe to grind with Voltron, or if he's even in his right mind or something, you know.
All I'm just thinking about is like Lotor might be like a hobbling mess of like a white like quintessence bubbles like surrounding like his body, like him just fuming with anger.
Or he could it could just be like just like smoke coming off him like smoke.
Or imagine him basically being extremely feral looking, like because like he's been submerged into quintessence for so long. Like he's more animal than like
Gora,
Altean, or Galra at this point.
Wait! Here's even a bigger plot twist.
Oh,
what if he looks exactly like Zarkon, and that is the saddest reality?
What?
The man he hates.
Oh,
yeah.
That'd be disappointing. That'd be really disappointing. He comes out and he's like Zarkon. He looks like Zarkon. He took one look in the movie. He looked one look in the mirror and be like, "I took on all his quintessence to look like this." That'd just be sad.
That could be the. Well, yeah, that could be a big character moment. Like, Lotor, everything he did has made him the thing he hates.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that could be like the thing to snap him out of like the control of his mother, if he actually.
You're right. You're right. You're very right. You're right. That could be. He's like, you know what, Ma? This isn't a good idea after all.
I mean, like I'm right now just thinking about maybe like a little detour, like maybe like Lotor redemption at the very tail end of the series.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, like but Mommy Dearest definitely does not deserve it.
True.
I mean, like we gotta show like it's not just the Gora who are at fault here.
That is true. Very true.
Like anyone can become like a war race. Let's look at these alternate realities. And now currently with like the Altaians being like trained hamsters for like this witch.
I know. How are they gonna be like, you guys were just living batteries just so I could bring back my son. So yeah. But at the same time you worship me as a goddess, so yay.
I'm sure you don't mind.
Hey, I don't mind. I didn't mind being worshipped like a goddess. It was fun. But now that I got my son back, screw you all.
Screw you all, and I'll tell you. I'm just
screw you guys. We're gonna destroy reality.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna bring back the big happy family.
We're gonna bring back Altain, and it's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're just gonna just mess up the universe.
Yeah.
All right. I guess see y'all when we pick up next time.
Mm-hmm. Ciao.
See y'all later.
Have a good one.
What? Oh.
That was an interesting episode.
That was one. That's an actual great vlog. A vlog episode, That's great.
Yeah.
Really good.
They're speaking to the times. Or trying to.
Sometimes you get those boring moments, but they can feel so fulfilling once you get to like the highlights.
And the fact that Hunk he hasn't won them over yet, but he did kind of soften them with cookies.
Yes.
Which is proof. Cookies, the ultimate peacemaker.
Actually, cookies are just kind of his solution to everything. Like, what do you do when the warp drive is broken down and you need something to hold in place to watch the little light beams bounce off? And
you need cookies. They're the taste of happy. Cookies.
Make hard drive cookies, or
yes,
whatever that blue substance was.
Cookies. Pass the milk, please. Everybody loves cookies. Hooray!
Yeah. Actually, after that scene in that episode way back when they make that warp junk and they're all holding those blue cookies all fried out, like somebody just needs to freeze frame that in place and slap on milk.
Yes! Oh my god, yes!
Got Coltonaker.
yes. Even better.
Got Coltonaker.
Also, Yeast Wars. That has to be a thing. Somebody please make that into a thing.
Yeast Wars, Rise of the Burnt Side.
Perfect. That's it. Oh, they create characters on it, like with Luke Yeast Walker or oh no, or Darth Yeast or something. Chewy. I can't do that roar.
Chewbacca. I don't know.
Chewbacca. No. So if Chewbacca were a train, it'd be Chewbacca.
This is getting terrible.
Quick, let's watch the next episode.
Are you all ready for next episode?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
8. Everyone ready? All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yep, and there it is.
Allure is poison. So yeah.
Also a Josh Hamilton episode, if I saw that right.
So much Josh Hamilton, so little time. I wonder what jobs he's gonna take after Pony.
See in Series 5 or G5, maybe.
Who knows?
If he does that, then I'm just gonna be like, I could have. Hopefully it goes for it would be more comfortable writing in like in Voltron.
Well, that is the rumor. Like that Gen 5 is supposed to be more for an older audience, sort of more adventure-y.
No way.
So like more. Yeah, we remember we talked about a while ago. Like it's supposed to be the rumors. It's supposed to be targeting an older audience, so it'd be more adventure heavy, like Lauren Foss's original ideas, where it's basically Pony Lord of the Rings, like sort of thing.
It sounds too good to be true, honestly.
It does.
Yeah, I mean,
well, that's the thing is like. That's the thing is like I will wait until I see if that actually comes, but it sort of does make sense because. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like if like it would be like a sort of like they would need to find like a writer like a head writer like similar to like Lauren Foss like that was a fan of the franchise, but
definitely
would be willing to write it like that because they want to go for that sort of vision.
All right, I'm gonna be back in 1 second.
Okie doke.
All right. In the meanwhile, so
before I go, but before I head off, clear day.
Clear day. Clear day.
The pain!
I'm waiting for the remix for that. Watch this. Clear day. Remix. Clear day.
Drown it out with something more pleasant. I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves. I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves, and this is how it goes.
Clear day.
And then, like, it's a small world after all.
No, we're not singing that.
Oh, wait a minute. We already have material for the remix. We just need to put in Karan's screeches alongside with, like, any other noises.
Oh, yeah, along with Jim Carrey making the most annoying sound in the world.
That one. That would be just...
Fuck!
Oh my God, Gilbert Gottfried, not only with the Affleck thing, but also like him. If you want a real laugh, like him reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay, Gilbert Gottfried reading 50 Shades of Grey has to be hilarious.
Oh my gosh, it is. Oh my gosh, it is. It is hilarious. It is wrong and it is hilarious at the same time. It is.
Okay,
it's too funny for words.
And you want to know something like for me, like I only know Gilbert Gottfried mostly as Digit from Cyber Chase.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even that far off from his Iago voice too, so childhoods get crushed if you watch
You wouldn't think he could have gotten that much mileage out of primarily an annoying screechy voice, but people find uses.
Oh yeah.
Including preschool shows.
Don't forget Iago and Aladdin. Come on.
No, that's everybody's favorite role of his.
Yeah, that major role.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that I don't know if that's the one that everybody knows him for, but I know it's got to be one of them.
Shit.
Yeah,
so famous that Don Bluth felt the need to try to rip it off with his first Disney rip-off movie.
Which one was that?
Ferngully.
Oh, Ferngully.
Thumbelina.
Oh, Thumbelina. Okay.
Oh, but who was the voice? Who was the character in Thumbelina who tried to rip off Gilbert Gottfried?
The Beetle is it's also voiced by Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh my god.
The Beetle.
I just want to say another role that he was known for is the Mr. Spicolic from Superman.
Oh
yeah.
Mixius Pitalik.
Yeah, he's sort of like he became sort of the iconic version of that voice, sort of like Mark Hamill for the Joker.
Wow.
Ah.
Of course, Mixie isn't quite the popular villain that the Joker is.
Oh, of course.
Well, you have to use him more sparingly.
Or
Well,
Mark
actually,
Hamill.
I said he's not as much of a hero as like villain as Mark Hamill as Joker, but also let's be fair, like Superman doesn't get as many series as Batman.
Superman also doesn't have like the iconic villain cast. Like, I mean, as far
Yeah.
as most famous villains ever go, Lex
Batman's
Luthor and
got him.
Joker are neck and neck, and then like all the primary Batman villains beat everyone else on Superman's team, and then maybe Bizarro places ahead of like the second tier Batman villains.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, the one thing I want to say is
Or
actually
General Zod.
I don't really keep I sort of spy with my DC Comics as the actual comics, but I sort of keep up to date. One of the ones I kept up to date was like the recent Justice League. It's been written by Scott Snyder. He's like the writer who does a lot of the Batman before this. He made he's doing Justice League now. Like he basically it's following the Doom Patrol, not Doom Patrol, Doom Legion of Doom. And like the 13th, it's like it's not Justice League, it's Legion of Doom comic right now. But in the 13th issue, they basically had the Joker versus Lex Luthor, where the Joker was betraying like the Legion of Doom, and it's glorious because it's because Lex Luthor is always so freaking cocky. Like, he even sets it up in the intro of the comic. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna do. He's like, there's nothing you can do. He's like, oh yeah, about that. He's like, sprays him with like acid. This acid eats through your force field because he used a force field earlier. It's like, tell me, I like your ideas, but let's just make one promise: you will not involve yourself with the Batman who laughs. It's like, I'm being serious, Lex. Do not involve yourself with the Batman who laughs. He's an abomination. Do not. And guess what happens later? He breaks advice from the Batman who's last and breaks a promise with the Joker. It ends horribly for him.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Now you're just giving me all the hype now for like this comic book character.
I actually bought this comic and ordered it, like had it shipped to me because it's just.
Yeah.
Was this the new one? Was this the new one where the Joker's like is actually sane?
No. It's not.
Oh no, that's the Batman, like the White Knight. That's the
wrong one. My bad. Never mind.
That one is actually supposed to be good.
I'm actually interested in that one.
Is it? Yeah, it's apparently so good. They're actually making a spinoff, a second one.
I'm actually interested in that one because I didn't know if there was an actual formal series where the Joker was actually sane.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. Like, what if the Joker became sane somehow because of reasons?
There was one instance. I remember what it was. It was actually, I believe it. Nope. No, I take it back. I don't remember what it was, but it was some sort of like old school DC comic, but I can't remember what it was. It was like
a what if story about the nuclear apocalypse where it happens and it gets rid of all the superheroes' superpowers.
Oh, it's Act of God. It's Act of God. Act of God. I remember that one.
I saw the link.
Act of God was a real eye opener. It was like, whoa, what would happen if all that went down?
I think it gets a lot of backlash, that story, though. Just like people thought it went wrong in the execution.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely, and also like how the character developments and how the heroes act without their powers.
Yeah.
But let me just say, also, I mentioned the Batman Who Laughed. Have you all know the background about that?
No.
It's.
All right, this should give like a reference. Like, it's part of the Scott Snyder. He did a short, like a crossover, big, the event things they do, comics.
Mm-hmm.
The big thing with that one is basically a lot of multiversal stuff. It's basically introduces a second multiverse called the Dark Verse, which is basically the universe, like the multiverse for universes that are too unstable to be part of like the multiverse. Like everything just going to crud. And in this one, like that's where they get some villains, which is one of it is the Batman Who Laughs, which is Batman who's pushed to his limits, kills the Joker, but gets infected with the Joker toxin. Becomes
Also, Batman goes insane.
Yeah, he becomes a fusion of the Batman and a Joker, and Scott Snyder knows how to write. Where it's like, yeah, that's terrifying. It's like, yeah, let's make the most dangerous man on Earth. Let's make him a sociopath with the creativity of the Joker.
Why not? Why not? Now that is not a cruel joke. I don't know what is.
Okay, well, yes, early thing that's got to happen in that story is the Bat family's got to try to stop him and fail.
Yeah.
No, like, well, actually, because they have a spin-off where it's doing the origin story. They had an origin story for all like the twisted versions of the Batman, and for that, it's like, oh yeah, he gathered them together, trained them hard. It's like, this should have them like defeat so they can defeat me, and then that's what triggered him to snap. So he machined them. He shot them all down with machine guns, killed them all together.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Let me actually at least give a picture of the Batman who laughed before we move on to Voltron.
Okay, just Scars for Life first.
Okay,
Getting
fun.
scarred for life.
Getting scarred for life.
Let's see, is a good one. John wanted to do. Oh, here's actually even shows the machine.
You figured not earth shattering enough.
Well, it sort of shows I said one image that showed like the machine gun thing, but that doesn't really show his design. Copy. Let me see. Open. Image in new tab. Copy image address. And then learn a new shortcut for you. All right. Here's like his main design.
Let's see here.
Really? Don't even see the eyes, just the
Yeah, that's a joke. Like it's just, and like his sort of stick with his Robin is they're basically like they're basically mentally and is
no,
yeah,
no, this is all wrong. I'm turning it off. No.
Yeah, honestly though, if the one on the left didn't have like the overt Robin suit on, I don't know if I'd even peg this for a Batman image.
This is just terrible.
Yeah, like only the Robin on the left really clues me into this being Batman related. Otherwise, I'd see it as some kind of Cenobite thing.
This is the worst. This is the worst piece of it. This is the worst S&M Batman I've ever seen in my life.
Harrison 2.
Nightmare fuel.
yeah, like it's basically yeah, they're having a sequel with him right now, like a sort of spin-off Batman specific run with it's like, supposedly Scott Snyder's last thing with Batman yet. He's said that a few different times. He's like the one who gave us the Court of Owls and all that. He's but yeah, so anyway, Voltron.
Yeah, let's get
back to Voltron, please.
I don't mind talking about Scott Snyder's Batman, but we get some Voltron
let's get
going.
back to Voltron, in which we might see that be replicated in Allura.
Oh, perfect.
But the one thing I do want to say is I really hope that the DC Metal event gets animated in like a DC movie, just because the whole thing in the comic, it's hard just because you don't have a voice attached to the comic, but like how it's set up in the comic is the Batman who laughs, he doesn't sound like the Joker, he sounds exactly like Batman. So I just imagine like what's his name who did like DC, the Batman the animated series, who's his the voice actor?
Sean Connery? No, wait.
No.
Sean Connery's birthday.
I don't even know why I said that name.
Voice act? You mean Kevin Conroy?
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah. Kevin Conroy. Like, I would love to have the Batman Who Laughs voiced by Kevin Conroy because it's supposed to sound just like the Batman. And as we've seen, like in that one episode of the Batman animated series, when Batman laughs, it can be terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! Now
Stop it! You're giving me the creeps.
Okay, that's just that. Now, okay, now I'm morbidly curious.
All right. I had to show that one clip.
Go
of
ahead.
The Batman.
Well,
Just before we go into
not?
Voltron.
Why not? Go ahead.
All right. Please enjoy this hiatus music.
Let's go hear Batman laugh. Let's go hear Batman laugh. Let's go hear Batman laugh. It's the thing of all the nightmares. Yeah.
I'm just wondering
Link.
something.
Oh dear.
Am I going to be able to see the link?
Here we go.
I can send you through Hangout. I can send you through the other Hangouts.
Yeah, because I didn't see the Batman laugh pic.
Command V.
Here we go.
I'm sending it through the direct Hangout links.
Got it.
Here we go.
When Batman has to resort to his desperation move, the Bat Laugh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That was.
Well, that's not that bad. That wasn't that scary. That wasn't scary.
It's kind of unnerving, like if you sat with that Batman for however many episodes at this point being Batman, and then, like, suddenly Harley Quinn saying that she wants to settle down with the Joker, something about that makes him, like, sends him into uncontrollable fits of laughter. Like, that is just kind of dark.
You know, that was interesting about, like, I've never heard you laugh, you're scaring me. You know that? Okay, yeah. I mean, he's never heard Batman laugh. That would scare her. When I see the laugh, I'm like, That wasn't as scary as that wasn't as scary, nor hysteric or anything. I was expecting hysterics and everything. Like, I was expecting Joker's laugh.
Yeah.
That's
part of it is the context, because, like, Harley, she's had this whole story about, wanting to be together with the Joker, even though it's kind of an abusive relationship, and they kind of exist for each other in this episode, in this series, or at least she exists for him, so that Joker can have a love interest. But then her saying that, she wants it to be a permanent thing is, like, something about that to Batman is so pathetically ridiculous that that's his reaction. Just like, I don't know. You almost have to see it in context, but it's kind of dark, like, and not even like, what's that? Not even like Joker dark, like, or the clown dark, like, ooh, freakish smiles and happy equals scary and upside down. It's just like, I don't know, so morbidly cynical and like.
Yeah, but I don't know. But Batman's laugh just seemed contrived. It just seemed like I don't know. I don't know. When I hear laughter, like it seemed like a borderline. It wasn't polite. It wasn't a polite chuckle, but it seemed more like, I don't know. It seemed more contrived and polite. And then again, Batman's like uptight and straight as an arrow, so you'd expect his laugh to be like that.
Well, it's like he's starting out, but then, like, towards the end, he starts picking it up, like he can't control himself, and it's almost like.
And then they start echoing. Yeah. Then it starts echoing or something. Like, why do you need the echo? Why do you need the echo?
All right, okay, we should probably stop debating this.
All right, stop talking about Batman's laughter.
Trust me, I could keep talking about Batman all day, but yeah, handful of people actually are, I think, listening eventually to this. So back to Voltron.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right.
Let's talk about how Voltron laughs.
All right.
Voltron in 3.
Yes.
Wait, does anyone have episode 9 up?
Yes.
All right. Everyone press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
By the way, Voltron doesn't laugh. Conversation over.
Can you imagine they're like Voltron just doing like an evil like Joker laugh, like the robot itself? That would be creepy.
Oh, that would be creepy. That would be terrible. Be like like something like that. I'm like, no.
Well done. No, you're supposed to be our quiet savior.
It's almost like which Joker laugh you want to, because every Joker has a different laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I actually don't know which Joker laugh I'd want. I only know that to me the best laugh ever is not Joker's. It's actually Ren. It's actually Ren Hork of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh.
The one. It's the one in. I can't remember the name of the episode, but it's the one where the Happy Happy Joy Joy song is in it. And he's got that helmet. He's got that happy helmet on that Stimpy's made. And there's just one point where he's cleaning Stimpy's like the litter box, and then he just loses his mind.
Speaking of losing your mind.
Oh, perfect.
That was actually perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which. What?
Knights of Light. Oh god dang it, we had it. It's a two-parter or somewhat parter.
Wait, do I have the wrong episode open?
Like it says Knights of Light.
Shoot, I think I have episode 10 instead of 9. Shoot.
Oh no.
What happened?
All right, everyone, we're on the intro again. Go back to 00 of episode
Dang.
9.
Episode 9?
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
It's because like second episode 10.
No, I think you have this.
Oh.
Hey, I think you had the right one, just because. All right.
So we're back to episode. We're up to the 0 point.
Is everyone ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
and we're up at episode 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, ready.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
Ah,
That was satisfactory for an end for part 1.
right.
Hey, second. Do you have to go at 10:45 again?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I won't do. We'll just stop at 3 episodes tonight.
All right.
Was this one's the last one?
Yeah.
Pooh.
Oh,
And that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
okay.
We're hanging on the
gosh,
cliff.
I seen like a YouTube documentary about that series.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like from like defunct TV land.
Yeah. I was like, oh gosh, that brings so much nostalgia. I didn't realize that like they continued on for like 10 more seasons or something like that. Like, dear gosh, that's good.
Wow.
But yeah, that's definitely our Voltron.
Yes, it is. Woo! Well, I can't wait till the next round.
You mean
Only
the
4 more episodes left.
Yep.
Any thoughts about these 3 episodes?
Whew.
Let's see. Clear Day was definitely a really nice reprieve alongside with Day 47. Seeing the daily life of like the Atlas crew with Voltron.
Oh, I saw that.
Like I think it was like basically like seeing through like 2 nice filler episodes, like getting like some final look into like all the auxiliary characters we have in our arsenal. Make us grow connected to them, like despite them only being added in last season, to make them feel like a part of like a huge Voltron family, really.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think they're working them in all right. They're not like, trying to shove all kinds of action scenes in there for them. Like, no, they're awesome too. See, look at them do this and this and this. They're working them in. They're using them in interesting ways, but still letting the heroes be the protagonists, the main characters be the main characters.
Yeah.
And heck, I mean, I'm happier to see them than I am to see multi-arm probability theory guy.
Multi-arm probability guy, which he showcased both in the filler episodes. Like, it's like the moment in which like the universe tears itself apart is like when he's gonna be like the plot relevant character at that particular moment. We're just waiting for it. But aside from that, then this episode is like the end result of like Allura basically going down like the same path with like Zarkon, essentially, like with like taking like a corrupting force and like putting it into like her own person, and like just trying to do like the end justifies the means like approach of like, okay, I'm seriously doing like this most risque thing in order to like go through like a line in which could easily connect us with like Minerva, but at the same time she could track us if we're not too careful. So, yeah, but at the end result is like she finally gets to see her father again.
Oh yeah,
So more bonding time with family members.
Lance kind of got to get in a little bit with Allura's dad.
Yeah, it's like, I approve of you. It's like,
he's like, well, perfect. I approve of you.
And meanwhile, like he was like, well, why don't I get a cool moment with like one of the Paladins? Like, would you really want to see Zarkon again, Keith? Oh wait,
honestly, it would be really cool to see pre-corrupted Zarkon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
It would be like the moment where like, oh yeah, that baddie that we seen like from the very beginning, like we see like like the old version of him before he got corrupted into like the most stereotypical villain, and just be like, Keith, I certainly see like if you've been through a lot of heartaches because of me.
Right.
Especially with your companion Shiro. Like, but I hope that you can understand like not all gore like the gore shouldn't have gone this way into like war to cause all of this catastrophe.
Right.
And I apologize deeply, and I know my words won't mean much to it for the huge amount of atrocities I committed. It's like, if that's when the moment happened, I would have been like, I would have loved like it would have been like the full circle of like the family of Zarkon. Like Hagar would have been like the amnesiac gone into like a radical like Altean. Lotor going from like the suave cool guy into like a rage lunatic similar to like what became of his father.
Mm-hmm.
And Zarkon going through multiple life and death trips, only to then finally like revert back to like his old self without becoming radical like Minerva.
Right.
I think that would have been like somewhat poetic. Like in the end, it's the father that lives and everyone else perishes. Like women and children first. Mm-hmm. Like basically it would be like women and children first to death.
Women and children first. Funny. Women and children first to death. Well, that's dark. That escalated quickly.
It subverts like what the stories usually go for like like the man usually sacrifices himself for like the mother or like the woman of his life and their children to like live on for him. And it says like father is all by himself, realizing like the gravity of his sins, has to like atone for like the rest of his life. It's just like, but yeah, I guess in a sense, like these episodes have been really good, and I've just been like anxious about like what is the thing that people have been talking about for like this season 8 that has me anxious so much right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like apparently like I'm not gonna say anything spoilery because I haven't even heard of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just seen video titles, but like some sort of controversy about this season.
Mm.
I just don't know like what is going to be the thing that breaks the camel's back for some fans for them to call out a controversy for this. But yeah,
I've heard of one thing that's I think a spoiler, but I could see how that actually it's sort of two things that I could see are sort of being controversial. One sort of in a disappointing way, and one in sort of a sad way.
huh?
Yeah. I'm wondering if at this point it would just be more sad controversial than like disappointing controversial.
And I mean, like the video title I saw very much leaned on the disappointing side of the controversial. But I just hope like I have a feeling like for us like our general like audience participation in the series is just like very positive and such like, and they're able to end things off like quite like normally like quite well. Like if they do it as well like as season 6, then I could definitely say for a fact like this would definitely be better than Korra for me. But
I mean, I think I already like Voltron better than I like Korra, which is saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say I would like the ending could be very bad or sad. If it's something, I would still say it's better than Core. Just by the series is consistent. Like of all the modern, like the biggest problem I say with like modern, even the modern good cartoons is not really consistent. Like they usually have 1 or 2 good seasons, and then it gets weird, either scheduling or something like that, or
animation change.
Yeah, just stuff weird happens on production side or something, or they sort of like they try to sort of change the core show thing. It doesn't work too well. Legend of Korra was like a good example of a show that it had so much potential, but the production problems and Nickelodeon just so hurt that show.
A little bit. Now, Voltron, though, is one of the few that I can honestly say is what
consistent
fans usually want it to be. That like it gets better and never looks back. Like better as it could. I mean, because I think the first season is probably, in all honesty, still my least favorite. Heck, I won't even say that because like the first season got really good like early on. It's more like the first few episodes, and not even that many of those are.
I think they're like the third and fourth. Like the third or fourth seasons that were sort of like the meh ones.
Yeah, but it was basically like the transition period.
Yeah, there was also transition period, but also where they're transitioning for a little bit into the shorter seasons, which is sort of awkward, and also the one like the demand that production side demanded was that.
Come back early.
Yeah, like the sort of weird thing where it's like it's hard to hate them wanting that because they know fans like Shiro, so they wanted him back sooner. But at the same time, it did sort of like scramble their plans for a while. So
it is a question mark. But even those, like as we were questioning the direction, I remember the episodes just staying so good. Like, I don't remember ever being like, this doesn't feel like top-notch Voltron anymore.
Like I was saying, like it's consistent.
Consistently on board, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely like something that you would want to aim for like a series, like unless you're one of those risk high, risk low type of people. And content like that. But yeah, I'm just like, this is literally like the penultimate react here. Like, oh god, this is the penultimate react.
So yeah, we're in a way saying goodbye as well.
Oh my god, I'm not ready.
Well, we're not saying goodbye though, just because we still have Star versus.
Yeah,
no,
we're not going anywhere. But yeah, Voltron reacts. They're winding down.
Like the group's not disbanding or anything. It's just like we have to say goodbye to an old friend of ours. Voltron.
I mean, if there's anything I will say, like, concern-wise, it's that I am still kind of waiting for how this season is gonna step it up as the big end card, just because I don't know if I've seen it do anything yet that, like, is gonna separate it from the other ones or give it just something big that the other ones didn't have.
Yeah, well, I think the good way to describe it is, like, a lot of the season has basically been more setup and slice of life is like how the season's sort of been. Which I can see how this potentially can lead into this being a disappointing season for people. If, like, say, even if like the next 4 episodes basically it's going to pick up, that still means like 2/3 of the series has just been like, this final season has been more setting up and less like giving the final payoffs. So, like, if the last season of My Little Pony, if my season is the last season of that, and, like, it's basically the same formula of, like, for the seasons that it's been for the past few, where, like, there'll be a big intro, like, season theme plot in the beginning and the end, and a few episodes sprinkled throughout, but, like, it'll just be sort of like a typical season. Instead of one that's paying off all of it's like the finale sort of season.
Yeah, like we would want something more non-traditional for the last season.
Hey, Jen, are you still there?
Jen Lock?
If you're not there anymore, say nothing.
You haven't heard from her in a while.
Yeah, I'm thinking like things are really winding down, and I think we mostly got everything we had to say for like these 3 episodes in particular.
Well, it seems like, yeah, a grand emotional moment that works. Like, that's not all of them. I'll say that much.
Well, I guess with that said, see y'all for the last bit of Voltron.
Ciao.
It's been a pleasure.
Seriously, though, I think with this, we have begun the march for the 3-part finale. If this is easily will be.
Right.
Yeah.
Hang on one second.
There's no way they're giving us a filler episode right now.
What in the world?
That's the one thing is, like, I had to sort of disagree. I felt this was overly stretched out because, like, all this was just to find out where Minerva is. Like, so it just feels.
Hold on, guys. I think something's wrong with my headphones. Hold on. I'm supposed to plug in. Oh, man. Okay, wait. Maybe. Okay, I think something's wrong with my headphones. They won't work.
I mean,
oh no.
Yeah, for some reason I plugged them in, but the sound is still. Wait. No, I plugged them in, but the sound's still coming from the laptop speakers, not the headphones.
Wait, try playing a video.
Let's see. Playing like something from YouTube or something.
Oh, just like the first part of the Voltron episode.
Okay. See, did I? Oh no. Oh no! Did I put that up? Okay. I'll just start from 0 here.
Are you playing it?
Hold on. Okay. Bless you. Okay.
So the video, so the audio is not coming through.
I think it's
Because what might happen might be happening is you logged in through the logged in the Hangouts with the with your speakers on. So like a default, they're probably there.
Got
you have to go and change.
I can hear it through. I can hear it through my head. I can definitely hear. Let me see if I can hear it through my headphones.
So you just got to go to the Google Hangout setting and then change it to the audio out. Go into your default, like I think default for laptop.
Okay,
for like,
okay. I get it now. All right. So, all right. Well, let me give me just a moment here, so I can hear the video through my headset, through my headphones. It's just the call is not through my headphones. So, okay. So I've got to log out. I got to log out and then.
Oh no! Just go to the little settings tool right next to where you can hang up.
Okay, there, default microphone.
And then go to
Turtle head. Got it.
Default speakers. All right.
Aha! Got it.
All right.
Perfect. Now we got it.
Yeah, with that said, you all ready to move on to next episode?
Yes.
I'm ready to move on to the beginning of the end.
We're ready. We'll collectively hold each other's hands. We can get through this.
We can get through this.
We can do this together.
Together we stand, or together we
2019 is rough for shows.
Together we ball like babies.
Mm-hmm.
But 2019 is going to be rough for shows. Like I was bringing up with Carlos earlier, it's like 2019 is going to mark the end of Milo Pony, Game of Thrones, Star versus the Forces of Evil.
What are you doing to me?
Also, I guess sort of, but not sort of, but sort of the Marvel MCU. It's going to go on, but like the big event is ending.
What's in the Marvel MCU?
You know, the gauntlet stuff.
Oh, that's right. Endgame.
Yeah, that's sort of like not really unhappy, sad ending because that's going to go on for like another decade or two in various forms.
Pretty much. Pretty much. You know.
Oh yeah, and I guess Steven Universe ended.
Oh god.
Wait, what's happening?
Steven
Universe ended too.
Oh, also the Amazing World of Gumball is ending soon.
Wait, what's ending now?
Amazing World
of Gumball.
Never watched it, so I don't care. Man, everything seems to be everything seems to be ending in 2019. Literally everything.
Yeah, well, it's not that ominous. All right. Are you ready, though, for the next episode?
I'm ready. Let's
episode
do
11?
This.
All right.
I'm ready. Let's do
We're
this.
Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
I'm on with it. Uh-oh. Sorry. I think I may be a second behind you guys.
All right, wait. Stop.
Okay,
we want to go back to 0-0.
Sorry. I don't know what happened.
All right.
Let's try this again. Okay, Okay, we're ready.
All right, press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
I mean, it's like, oh my god, you're so freaking bony. Eat a mecha cheeseburger. And then it fused together. I'm like, okay, now you got some meat on you. And some spikes and some reality-piercing powers. So, yeah, we good. Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for the next.
All right. I'm just doing scene 1 second. His second line freed up now. I'm seeing if he wants to try to jump in with hilarious content, like summary of the previous two episodes, or not. He had some teacher placement stuff that he was delayed with.
Okay. Excuse me.
What is that, yo?
But now I'm really glad we've got out of the mindscape.
Yeah, true. That's no moon. That's the core of a nervous mind.
I'll be back in 1 second.
We are doing the waiting game. This is the halftime show. We're going to show you who I can get to. Oh, wait a minute! I just remembered about one controversy.
What? Oh, are you going to talk about the Super Bowl?
Yes,
and the one with Maroon 5.
Oh no! Not that. Okay. Wait, no, I thought we were going to talk about SpongeBob being snubbed.
For
like everyone wanted Sweet Victory to play for Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, stuff.
Yeah, no Sweet Victory.
And quite literally, like even Nickelodeon might be peeved off because they were lied to as well.
Yeah, I guess.
That, and does anybody on the planet consider Maroon 5 an improvement?
Second!
Oh wait, that's me.
That's you. Second! Welcome!
Welcome to the finale. Oh, you missed half of the finale.
Well, that's a shame. So what'd I miss?
Okay.
Oh my god!
So first, like we saw the second part of like the Knights of Light 2-parter, which involved around like seeing like the ghosts of like the palace, like how they met their untimely end. And my prediction was right about us meeting with good guy Zarkon at last, in which like we were actually like, but then Laura was like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you everything that you've done when you were corrupted by Quintessence."
And then she like grabbed his hand and be like, "Look at everything you've done! Look at it! This is what you've done for 10,000 years!" And he's like, "Ah!
No.
That sounds like an unpleasant sort of a wake-up call.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy woke up and he's like, "What happened?" Poor guy woke up and he's like, "What happened? What happened?" And everything. And Laura like just grabs and it's like, "I'll tell you what happened." And it just grabs his head and all of a sudden like fills his mind with all the things he did under a nervous like influence and such, and he's all so.
Oh yeah, I know some. Alora was basically going full on like Anakin Skywalker with like, I need this entity in order to like succeed, even when going to talk with her ghost dad, and it's just like, like the plot point has been focused. Alora, like what is going to be the end goal, the decision for Alora at the end of all of this?
Yeah, and it went as bad as pretty much everyone predicted it would go.
Yeah, Alora basically going into a coma, which...
Though it only lasted an episode.
The Alora coma?
The Allure coma, it only lasted an episode.
It only lasted an episode, but like we've shown, she's still under some influence of Minerva.
Yep. And now Minerva pretty much has the power to reach her followers, like hypnotically, telepathically, and such. So she somehow talked to them through their brain to be like, "Hey, get to the crystal and drain it to give me power to jump reality to the reality I want, and we'll be forgiven. You'll be dead, but hey, your savior will be happy, and that's all that matters, right?"
And basically, we all said at the exact same time, except for Jenn, like Into the Spider-Verse. Like,
I forgot my mic was on mute, so that's on me.
So let me get this straight. The show that started with the whole evil tyrant king and his supporting player queen and their anti-hero son, the character who turns babyface and comes over to the good side is the corrupt dictator tyrant, and the final boss, main player, is the supporting player queen.
Yeah, you pretty much
it's
summed
more
it
like
up.
his dead. It's less like Zarkon came back, but more like his ghost, sort of like
the true Zarkon before Enerva. Yeah, before Enerva drove him like all crazy with quintessence.
Mm-hmm.
So he came back to say, just for the record, I do find that regrettable, and then left again?
No. It's more of like he was helping with like the rest of the ghosts of the former paladin.
It was kind of like a Lion King moment there. It was like a Lion King moment and where he's trying to tell the other paladins like, Voltron's gone. There's no way we can handle this crazy person. There's no way we can handle this crazy person. And then Keith had this like Mufasa moment. He's like, no, he lives in us.
Yes. Oh, and let's not forget to mention that Zarkon made mention of like Keith's goal.
Right.
It's like I say, like this is the reason why everything went to shit. Like basically, like because of me, like the quintessence led to like this 10,000 years conflict, and as for you, it led to the mind of a psychopath.
Right. That was a pretty cool line right there.
Yeah, just
pretty cool line.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and let's not forget to mention about the new Balra. Balmora, which was Hunk's job, and which like he had to like teleport into there just so that they could be able to use against like Minerva. But then Minerva was like, "Oh, I had a plan just in case I wasn't able to like get my sacrifice players in order to like take the Atlas's crystal. I'll just use the new Balmora."
Oh yeah, so I was like, I'll use a new Balmora. Okay, I'll take their quintessence.
Oh.
And then they opened up, and they fused together and made this big giant mother-son super mecha.
Oh, and let's not forget to mention like one of the Altaians like actually defected, but then was quickly smited off.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. She
realized Enerva's killing my fellow people just so she can get the reality she wants. I need to stop this crazy freak. I need to stop this crazy witch. But then Nerva's like, oh, not today. And then like vaporized the poor little gal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Then fused with Lotor. Then fused with Mecha Lotor and made this one giant mother-son Lotor Nerva big giant super mecha with the coolest looking like arrays I've ever seen. It looks like I could have. I would love to see jewelry of that.
Mm-hmm.
A real mama's boy.
Well, yeah. Let's not forget to mention, like, Lotor's basically like roots and vines, so corpse essentially. He's
a mecha corpse.
No, he's like, I guess the good comparison would be the Blood Raven. He got Blood Ravened.
I don't get that.
From Game of Thrones.
I don't get it.
No, the one guy that was teaching Ran all of his powers, it was like rooted to a tree.
Oh, okay.
No, he's like Three-Eyed Raven is his like show name, but like his original character before he became that was like the Blood Raven. He's Targaryen.
Yeah, that would make sense. Watch Game of Thrones. Watch Game of Thrones, and all of a sudden, everybody's Targaryen.
You're a Targaryen. You're a Targaryen.
You're a Targaryen. It's like Oprah. It's like Oprah in the car. You're a Targaryen. You're a Targaryen. You're a Targaryen. Am I a Targaryen? Yeah, you're a Targaryen.
Well,
watch it. If that happens, I'd be pretty pissed off. Actually.
Then it makes the point of the conflict like, wait, then what are we fighting for if all of us are in the same family?
We're all family now. Because we're all family. And like, well, that is further proof that the Targaryens seem like the rednecks of Westeros.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I guess with that summary is done, are you all ready for episode 12?
12? I thought we were on 13.
No.
Oh, whoops.
We got 4 episodes.
Wrong. Sorry, wrong episode. Episode 12.
Well, one thing I can say is that my prediction that evil coma power on Allura would mean original Voltron team had to reunite for an episode or two didn't happen.
Oh, it actually kind of did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, with the Knights of Light Part 2. With like the ghost of the
with the ghosts of them like only existing in like Minerva's mindscape, if only because she's the one that ripped the quintessence out of them, publicly executing them in front of like the corrupted Zarkon.
Ouch.
Yeah, which we saw in gruesome detail.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we better get going though, because I actually don't have all night.
Yeah.
Let's do
All
this.
right, is everyone ready for the next episode?
Let's do it.
Wait,
All right,
do
press
it.
play. Press play in 3.
Oh wait,
Wait.
Episode 12.
wait a minute.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, cool.
I just redo that.
Okay.
Ah.
No, like you were just giving like the bell for sleeping.
And you lucky I let you get in the game.
Like for now, like.
All right, but everyone else have the episode up and ready?
Ready.
All right. Yeah.
It's me. Come on, Mama. Come on.
All right. Still busy. Oh, just speaking of Super Bowl halftime shows,
I'm so sorry.
I find the last 2 were just disappointing.
The last one.
The last one the last one that just happened was Maroon 5.
No, they're always disappointing. The one before that.
Maroon 5 was like Maroon 5 was the headliner, but they had some other rapper I don't know about, but they had Big Boy from Outkast. They had two other rappers. Big Boy from Outkast was the only one I recognized.
Hey guys.
And it seemed like a very meh kind of show. And now there's some sort of like crazy. I don't know why they're calling this a controversy. Oh wait, yes I do. Because Adam Levine took off his shirt and showed all his tattoos, and he has one big giant California tattoo on his abs. But yet people are like, how come he gets to take off his shirt, but when Janet Jackson got her nipple exposed, it was like Nipplegate. I'm like, well, he's a man. People don't find men's nipples offensive. But yet women's are. Oh no. So that's now there's some sort of stupid meme happening where lots of normal setted guys are writing down their state name over their bellies.
Hey guys.
I did not know that
and posting on Facebook.
Can you guys hear me?
Other than apparently there's some sort of stupid controversy of Adam Levine like playing shirtless. Though again, I don't see what the problem is. But the last 2, okay, the one that just happened was Adam Levine. Before that, last year was Justin Timberlake, and he was the whole show. So say what you will, but I liked that. I liked it. One before that was the one with Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. I like that one too.
Hello?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I like Bruno Mars.
Oh, love him.
Wait, was that last year or the year before that though?
That was Bruno Mars has done the Super Bowl twice, actually. He's done the Super Bowl twice. He did it last year, and then year before he did the 1 year before last, and then the year before last. But he's done it twice before. So I want to say, okay, this is 2019. 2018 was Justin Timberlake. 2017 was Beyonce, Bruno Mars. Okay, so he's done 2016 and I believe 2017 Super Bowl.
Hey guys.
Yes.
Yep.
Were you guys not able to hear me?
Oh yeah, I muted you. I was actually just sending you a message saying I muted you, like just so we weren't hearing any of our conversations in the background.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sending you a message right now. It says like, okay, if you can't like unmute yourself, like I think it's weird now. Because like
it didn't show me like a being muted.
Muted,
like,
yeah. And the way I was about to say, like, it used to be like where I click mute on you and it'll just mute you, then I can unmute you like that. Now just like hitting mute just like slides the volume all the way down, and you have to like slide it all the way back. You can't just unmute.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right, but I guess are we all ready?
Ready.
All right.
Ready.
Press play in 3, 2, 1. Voltron.
Yeah, but what
Basically,
does that
I can't
accomplish?
If I can't have anything I want, nothing can have nothing. No one can have anything.
Have whatever they want.
I mean,
If I can't have happiness in the life I want, then nobody gets the life they want. Everyone dies.
you're taking it far out for, I don't know, like.
She's
I don't
not
know how long
exactly
we've established
sane.
Minerva's that kind of character in any state.
Well, that's an interesting twist they did. I'm like, she
Back in 1 second.
gets reality. She gets the reality in which they're living, but yet it's not the one she wants.
Oh.
Yet it's still not the one she wants, though.
I feel like yeah, somebody put this on a poster somewhere. You can change reality, but you can't change the truth. You're still a monster that killed everybody.
Yep, that's true. But at the same time, reality, even still, no matter what reality you're in, reality can still be cruel.
Anyway, if we don't start soon, though, I'm going to have to take off really early before we're done with the next episode.
This is the final one. Everybody better hurry up and get back so we can watch it all together. Hurry up and get back, everybody!
Are we all here?
I'm trying my best.
Okay, understandable. Okay. So, well, this is a first. Jenn, 2 people off the podcast, and it's just 2 people on. Well.
Know any good jokes?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oxygen and potassium went on a date. It went okay.
Nah.
And crickets.
Pun jokes. Hey, did you hear about the murder that was committed on somebody's front porch last week with a Hummel figurine?
No, what happened?
Well, it was the first recorded incident of a knick-knack paddywhack.
I don't get it.
Front porch, Hummel figurine, knick-knack paddywhack.
All right, with that said, are y'all ready to... Oh, wait. Carlos, you finished the episode?
She just got it.
Almost.
Oh.
All right. All right, everyone else have their episode up and ready so we can go straight to it?
Yes, we're ready. And the audience is thinking, oh, thank goodness. How much of these insufferable jokes are we going to have to stand?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears who?
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears who?
Oops, I did it again.
Well, that got a laugh. Okay, my turn. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Aren't you gonna get to the punchline?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say orange? Aren't you glad I didn't say orange again?
I feel like you got that joke backwards.
Banana who? Wait a minute. Yes, I did get that. Yes, I did get that wrong. Let's try that again. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
I'm just glad this joke is over.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you won't see any of us on a comedy stage anytime soon.
So, like, I'm an English major, right? And
Yeah.
I have to wonder, who invented profanity? Like, who, when they were thinking up the concept of language, was like, hey, you know what this needs?
This is
Words
savage.
to not say.
That was just too savage.
What's he talking about?
Right.
Oh, looks like he saw the rest at last.
Oh.
Like,
All right.
my God, Lotor. Even as a child, you're such a badass.
I know.
Okay. There is really no way I'm going to be able to see the whole thing at this point, but
Let's see what we can do.
All right.
I shall always be a part of you, or something.
All right. All right. Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Ready.
All right, press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Wait.
Actually, how do you feel about skipping to like the 1 minute mark just past the intro?
All right. Let's.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, skipping to 1 minute mark.
Ready.
Oops. Back up. Come on.
Okay. Okay,
Oh.
1 minute and 7 seconds. That's where the intro ends.
Is
So
it
we're going to 1 minute and 7 seconds now?
okay? Yeah, let's do it. 1 minute, 7
All
seconds.
right.
Okay, and
All right.
I could just get there. Come on. There we
Should
go.
be a black
Perfect.
screen.
Yes, got it.
All right,
1 minute, 7
press
seconds.
play
Got it.
and press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
For the first time, we're actually
right.
skipping the intro.
The end is the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Into the
I
giant
was-
mecha battle, which is.
Oh boy!
By the way, spoiler. The
Oh, wait.
intro is the same in every other episode.
Pretty much.
Actually, everyone go back to 107. It froze for me.
What?
Oh,
Back to
okay.
107. Okay, go back to 107.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Let's see. if-
Wait. Oh crap! Pause. Nuts. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Everyone ready?
Okay, back at 107.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Press play in 3. All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. Well, oh.
Family established the next.
They were the next generation of legendary offenders.
Oh
Create
my
a culinary
God.
empire, bringing the universe together one meal at a time. Lance continued to spread Laura's message while surrounding himself with the things he loved.
Oh.
Lola and Corella became the Gaul representatives of the Galactic Coalition.
Oh, great for them.
Keith helped transition the Blade of Memorial to a humanitarian relief organization.
Wow.
Cheryl found helping.
Oh.
They finally left him behind.
We got a gay wedding
Oh, yo.
and a kiss. Oh.
Talk about like, hey, guess what? We just took one step beyond.
You just got
Korrasami.
Korrasami'd again.
But now the guy variant.
It's now the
Thank you.
guy version of Korrasami.
Jeez. Oh. I didn't know those guys passed on. Dang. Wow. That looks like a trippy space poster.
That does. Wow.
So-
It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it
Isn't
over?
it over?
It's over,
It's over,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Isn't it over? They won, and the universe is at peace now. Laura loved them, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Now we must move on.
It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on?
Very nice.
So much.
Anybody feel like they're about to cry?
I mean,
Yeah, it feels. So
I mean, like, I just came in like in the middle of like a finale, but it's like I can't
Oh my
believe
God.
they went with that sort of direction.
You know what? I am going to make this call right now. This is the best finale ever. This beats season 4 My Little Ponies finale. This beats it. It really, you know what? It beats season 4. I thought season 4 was going to be the best finale. This one has surpassed it. This one has surpassed it in so many ways. And it's taken us on such a journey, and it's wrapped up so well. It's wrapped up so well. I love the little captions they did at the end, and wow. Wow. And they did. Bravo to everyone who worked on Voltron. Bravo. I'd be thunderous applause, but I am rendered near speechless with emotion. I can't applaud yet. I want to.
It's weird because I like the overall ending, like the last everything in the time flash, but like I felt what led up to it could have been simplified somewhat. Sort of that makes sense.
Like go for like a pure simplified stakes finale.
No, not the stakes, but like just like how like better justified why Allura is staying, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't mind her sacrificing herself, but it just sort of feels like, well, I must sacrifice myself now.
I can't believe they actually sacrificed Allura of all the members, but I suppose in the story had to call for it. And I liked Lance and Allura together.
Yeah, but
I thought they were absolutely adorable.
Yeah, but the fact that they went this direction, it's like we subverted the happy ending trope.
Yeah, that's true. Now you went with the bittersweet. You've been with the bittersweet one.
But I feel like they pull it off worlds better here.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. They went with the real bittersweet ending.
Mm-hmm.
And really, and the stakes were so high, and the stakes were so high. The motive was so huge.
Yeah, I think their idea was like, okay, we got to one-up Tangagokken Gurren Lagann.
Oh, they one-upped even Gurren Lagann. They one-upped Gurren Lagann, and you know what? Gurren Lagann's ending, their finale seemed like at one point I was like, what? This, however, made more sense. At least the Voltron Atlas hybrid and Minerva's suit did not start flinging galaxies at each other. So, I mean, yeah, it seems epic on paper, but when I saw it for real, I was like, okay, it just gets stupid, you know. But when you see all that imagery, my gosh, all the lasers, all the action. And the thing of at the end, and it looks like a brain synapse. Whoo!
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. Like, what if our universe really is like that?
Yeah, that just reminded me of like the. No, it didn't remind me of like. It reminded me of a similar situation to like the recent DC Metal event where it's hard to explain. Like eventually, like at the one point, it's like. The Batman Who Laughs, which is like the Batman who is corrupted by the Joker to become like a Joker and the Batman at the same time.
Right.
He was like seconds, like he within a stroke away from destroying all of DC existence, all the multiverses and all that. And like his entire motivation was since he's like, well, I'm bored with destroying everything else because he literally like took over the world like when he went evil within a week. And then it's like, well, I destroyed reality. Might as well make the entire universe my enemy and just try to destroy it because what else to do?
Well, I could actually, and also kudos for for Minerva. I gotta say, she now ranks pretty high as best villain. Possibly, I dare somebody to try and find a better villain than Minerva. Because, wow, the motive just, I resonated so much with the motive of Minerva, honestly.
You really need to see Spider-Verse then.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I need to see Spider-Verse. Fine.
Jen, absolutely.
Yes. Fine, I need to see Spider-Verse, but let me just say right now. Maybe I'll change my mind when I see Spider-Verse. But go to bed. But right now, I just resonate so much with Minerva. I mean, wow. She, especially the thing where she destroy any other reality just to have the ones she wanted, where she was back with the ones she loved. You know, I mean, the motive is power, but also the motive at the core of it is love, in a sense. And Nerva hit a chord, you know, with me. She really hit a chord, you know, and yeah, just that. But then at the end of it and not getting it, it's the ultimate of the ultimate insanity. It's like even in the reality, how it's another cruel twist of fate, that even in the reality she wanted, she still didn't. Lothar still looked at her like Lothar still rejected her, and then she reached a point where she's like, F everything, and that's utter desperation, utter anger, utter insanity. To me, that's insanity at its finest, right there. You do the same thing over and over and over again for 10,000s of years, and yet in the end, you don't get what you want. If I were in a nervous situation, I think I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be like, all right, screw everything. But yeah, you can tell it struck a chord. Somebody else talk, please, before I get any more sentimental.
Well, I mean, for me, I just finally saw like the part of the episode I missed, which was like 7 minutes to like 14 minutes, and I'm teary-eyed now.
I know, you and me both.
I'm like, and it's like, I didn't even know. I thought Lance actually tattooed it onto him, but no, it's a symbolic kiss, and like, Altair's like, what the heck? It's like, it hurts so much, but it hurts in a good way, but also still hurts so much.
It hurts so good, doesn't it?
It's like Allura basically going like for the extreme high road right here.
Oh, and totally.
The full symbolism of like Allura was like the last remnant of like a forgotten planet, which like, I mean, like Kuran is still there as being like the last like Altair that was alive throughout everything.
Oh, and don't forget the other girl. What's her name? The blonde girl. What's her name? Ramel. Yeah, Ramel. Ramel and Koran are technically the last. And what about the other?
Well, actually, no, because they have all this saved Altean, so like Altea has basically been reborn and all that.
Ah, okay, so there you go. So Altea's back.
Yeah, Altea's back. It's like, here's what I was trying to say. Like, Allura basically was like the beacon of hope of like a homesick girl who missed her father very much, wanted to like save the galaxy from like the Gora threat. Right. Not even realizing like her behavior was like a was just symptoms of such a war that wouldn't purely stomp out like all seeds of of its birth once more, only for the war to continue on in even some fashion with Zarkon gone, with the fighting for the throne, which led to discovering Lotor and connecting with him, just trying to be open to someone who's half Altean and half Gora. It's but then to just go one step beyond, it's she was gonna go down a path in which she wanted to master both the darkness and the lightness, but then it was I'm gonna use the lessons I've learned from Lotor.
Right.
Lessons that I didn't want to recall because it brings back the hard shake of me having to step aside, leave him be feeling he was irredeemable, for the mother to be you gave him more hope than even I could in my lifetime. So it's
that was big. That was big right there.
Lotor could have been saved. We could, we could have gone some.
Hello?
It really is. It really is a certain tale of a lot. It's a tale of someone who seemed altruistic but really had some deep-seated flaws to truly becoming a martyr for the greatest of the universe, and ended the era of war. Allura was the representation of the old guard. The humans are now the new guard for the galaxy.
And that is the symbolism, Voltron blasting off again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the blue line still staying nearby, probably just because Lance would be lonely without her.
It's one of the ways that Lance would keep Allura's memory with him.
And I think the way Lance handled all that was just some of the best maturity I've ever seen from the Joe character into.
Well, actually, the blue line didn't stay. We see that at the end traveling with the other lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's sad.
Voltron's well, our work is done here.
We'll just travel to the cosmos and we'll
travel to another universe that needs us.
Mm-hmm. And that kind of warms your heart. It's these machines have become arbitrary, unbiased, just searching for universes in trouble.
Right.
They're the seers of realities. They're able to cross through the streams. Any sort of future series will have that sort of conversation. Just maybe, these guys are still continuing the good work for an infinite amount of time, an infinite amount of spaces.
Just to think that somebody created all that they're able to go to different reality streams for that.
That's a warm dot, making you think all of existence is connected. That's really all it is. Voltron just became a legendary. I can't even call it legendary. Let's just call it universal.
Pretty much.
The existential defender.
Existential. Universal and existential defender.
Mm-hmm. I feel I don't and I just feel at the end of it all, I don't even care anymore about whatever people would say about this, any sort of pitfalls of it, or any sort of errors they might have made at the And like,
you know somebody's gonna be get triggered at the fact that it's confirmed Shiro, you know, that Shiro is gay.
No. It's like more of like I felt like maybe there was like a decision at the end that was like doom and dread. Why I hear people say like why Voltron crashed and burned, and I'm like, this is not a crashing and burning.
No, this is anything but a crash and burn.
The thing is, like, since Second Opinion's not here, I must fill in a little bit of the what's the word I'm looking for? But it comes slightly down this innings. Like, I can see how people would hate this last season because instead of this resolving a lot of ongoing stuff, like it takes like a big detour until like the ending, and then in the ending, it just feels like it could have been simplified. Like I said, I don't mind how the sap or Lori how she sacrificed herself. I just hate how this feels like, well, I'm gonna sacrifice myself now. It's like I felt they could have like lengthened it out slightly more. Like maybe say like, oh, we're going to go like try to reset reverse like everything good. Then the others start to leave. She like basically blocks them out and then like stays to help rebirth their universe or something like that. Instead of having like a long it just felt like they should have justified her death a little bit more. And also we spent like in terms of the season as a whole, we spent way too much time in Minerva's mind.
Yeah, that was a little much.
I think one episode would have been good. It was like at least two. I think it was two. But it was just two, but also like there's a few before that where we're just trying to figure out where the hell is Minerva. It was just like that's not a good plot point. It's fun to follow.
But at the same time, like it really did set the mood for like the hopelessness of the situation. Just a lot of it's just a lot of like searching for like an enemy that can teleport to anywhere, and for them to finally realize main focus point is the space in which Altea used to be in. I never could say I got bored of like Voltron during season 8. I mean, like the low points of season 3 and 4 were considerably worse than what season 8 would even have for like lowing points. But guess what I'm trying to say is Voltron conceptually just works so well with like my machinations, like even compared to Avatar. Like, yes, it just works. It just truly works with me, and I really do enjoy this series from like body and mind. So, I guess, yeah, I'm glad I watched Voltron, and I definitely will be willing to like ride out that series storm again.
Yeah, like I said before, I cannot wait for this team's next project, which I'm not even sure because they're sort of splintering off more now.
I mean, Dragon Prince is the creator of Avatar's like work right now.
I know, but it's not the same sort of team behind this. This is a separate team. I was curious what theirs is going to be because, this is sort of two successes they can sort of say.
We're not going to gloss over the fact that Voltron totally male Korosami'd us, right?
No, we are not looking over that fact. And I was just wondering, who was that guy?
I think there's some random new guy. Yeah, I think, honestly, I felt they inserted that part then just to make people shut up about it. And then the thing is, like, I knew some people were still complaining because they're like, sure, I had to give up. What the heck?
Okay, now the laptop the connection conks out on me at the end. Even the laptop connection was like, no, I can't handle it.
It crashed and burned with all reality for that 1 second.
Yeah, but I brought it back. But I did an Allura and brought it back.
Wait, wouldn't that mean you are no longer with us?
Maybe I'm Schrodinger's cat. Dead and alive.
That's why there are two of you.
Exactly.
The other one's the conscious one.
Exactly. Bet you didn't know I could do that, did you?
No, I did not.
How's that for a plot twist? Oh, there goes the other one. Darn it. We're back to this reality.
Yeah.
Nurses!
Yeah.
Reality often sucks.
But isn't that the reason why those little bright spots of like positivity is what makes life worth it?
Yeah, the little moments of happiness. That's what makes reality bearable. It's like when you can't drink black coffee, you have to have creamer in order to make it more palatable, or little sugar cubes.
So,
who actually still uses sugar cubes for their coffee, though?
I don't know. So I don't know.
No, like people always mention like using sugar cubes. Like it's like it's one of those things. Like it's just like rotary stones, where like it's just sort of everyone like knows what they're for, but like they don't sort of use them anymore or something. Like I guess floppy disk.
Okay, can we like talk about like the whole Zarkon family, like not necessarily getting redeemed, but for like Minerva and like putting a little bit more credence to like Lotor's development during season 6.
Oh wait, what was that you're saying?
Talking about like like Zarkon not really like being like forgiven, but sort of like redeemed himself with like the rest of the spirits.
Oh, I guess that sort of makes sense, but like it was more like a pre-corrupted Zarkon was just sort of like was redeemed before it could go bad. But I guess the best thing, like the most surprising thing involving Zarkon was he never actually got revived.
No, he didn't.
He legit stayed dead.
That's right. We only got to see previews of like we got to see him like when he was pre-corrupted and then sort of kind of like that middle ground before he turned.
Yeah, and
Lotor
is sort of a 50-50 because he's sort of still alive or sort of was, but not really in any sort of usable state.
He was just a mecha.
Yeah,
that's one way of becoming so full of quintessence you turn into a vegetable. You're practically a mecha.
I feel really bad for like Lotor because like even Zarkon got a better end of the deal than him.
Well, no, because remember it was like the alternate universe Lotor that was like pretty much living a perfect life, but just without his mother.
Yeah, and he was smart enough to like not give in to like the wiles of the mother who wanted to insert herself into his life.
But that's also where I feel bad. I understand that, but that's also at the same time I feel bad for Minerva in that scene. I mean, that's all she wanted. That's all she wanted, a chance to start over, to be Lotor's mom properly and have her husband with her. She wanted that reality, and yet that was such a cruel twist of fate that Lotor would still act the same way. And I couldn't help but feel bad. I could not help but feel bad for Minerva in that situation.
Yeah, you feel bad for her, but at the same time, like he realized he was just saying the sole truth. Like, you're not my mother. I've like probably seen his mother die directly at some point, but also just like the way she looks and acts, like he can. And probably just like because he's Altean, this version, since he's not raised evil, he probably has some access to quintessence, like magic He's all tie inside. So everybody's like, look and feel, and he's like, no, something's not right with this.
Like, I'm stopping you, Father, before you make a mistake.
Right.
Like, and quite literally, I don't know if I should really bring this up, but like, the only time I've seen like in an animation show in which like alternate reality replacement actually works is in Rick and Morty. And that's just kind of funny and sad. Because like that show is kind of more of like a raunchy comedy about existentialism. Which like if you're able to perfectly fit into like to the roles of like perfect alignment, like not even about, but then again it gets revealed that they're not the actual people from that reality. Right. So yeah, but that kind of helps into the creative of like no one matters, or like a people exist, like and such, like that sort of mentality that kind of makes everyone jointly together on that matter.
Right.
So in that sense, it all circles back to like yeah, reality's just not going to accept that, no matter how easily you can fit into it. Reality finds a way.
Reality finds a way to still suck.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean like, oh, it's it just finds a way to like just deny you outright, like of like the things that you lost, like equivalent exchange essentially.
Pretty much.
You're not gonna get back what has perished.
You don't. Yeah. When it comes to life, you don't. And also like life is very seldom going to give you reality. Reality is seldom going to give you what you want.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I'm now thinking about Full Metal Alchemist right now.
We're not even we're not even in charge of our own destinies.
We're not in charge of our own.
Are we?
I don't think so. I think we're all.
And how did 8-bit reactions get all of a sudden existential 8-bit reactions? What is this, 8-bit existentialism?
Yeah.
Well, we were inside the mind of a crazy lady for like 2 episodes, so...
A crazy lady who just wanted her husband and son back.
Mm-hmm. But
crazy lady who just wanted her husband and son back and probably to maybe even change herself. Maybe she would have been like, if I could do everything all over again, I would not have been so obsessed with quintessence. I would not have corrupted my husband. I would not have distanced myself from my son, have him hate me. I would have been mom of the year. I would have been wife of the year. I would have been humanitarian of the year.
Oh, and those are just the seldom echoes of one who ignores her flaws. Even if you did it all over again, one way or another, those mistakes would have come in the form of other means.
Because every creation in the universe is flawed. Every reality is flawed. It's only perfect to
certain individuals who close their perspectives.
Certain individuals. Yes, you're right. It's only perfect to certain individuals.
Yeah. So,
we just got Korosami'd. Now it's Voltron and this. Now it's like Voltron and now it's Shiro and I don't know who the other person is, but either way.
Imagine if the guy's name is actually Kuro.
No, even better if the guy's name is Clance.
Oh, that would be epic. I'll be like, take that. That's like a take that, Clance fangirls.
It's like, that
would be such a beautiful burn, you know?
A beautiful burn is like, you tried to destroy us.
well, we made you stronger, but not in the way
You
you
only
wanted.
that don't kill me can only make me stronger. Yeah. That would have been an epic. That would be such an epic burn if like the guy's name was Clance. You're like, well, you wanted Clance. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. So,
I could almost if that were the case, oh my, I could almost revel in the rage of tears. In the tears of rage. I could almost revel in it.
I guess Voltron has really run its course. Like, I don't even feel like they need to do anymore.
I agree with you.
Well, it's hard to go back from.
Needs to be done. I agree with you, Ken. I definitely agree with you. The only way they could do Voltron again is if they did it like with actual aliens or something. I don't even know if they could even do that.
I think it'll be interesting if they try to do a spin-off series that's basically set after this, where like it's Voltron but without Voltron. Or like they say it's just Legendary Defenders or something like that, and just set in a universe which is dealing with humans exploring space and like because the universe is still sort of a little fragmented after all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
there's no like single great power or other since that. And also you could have cameos of the original Paladins.
Yeah, all grown up, like basically like we go into the headquarters of the Holt Family Foundation.
And Hunk, I love what they did with Hunk. Like he made a culinary empire, and he's uniting the universe one dish at a time.
Yeah, like basically it's like you know that company that like Keith works at, you know, that humanitarian relief effort.
Yeah,
we're the ones who supply their food.
True.
Like seriously, like that's how badass Hunk is.
True, and totally, Hunk would totally do that. He'd be the one supplying the food to the food trucks and whatever, or ships or whatever that would say. Okay, say there was like a Live Aid version of some sort of galactic concert in which it would benefit the humanitarian relief. And if there were like food trucks and everything, yeah, Hunk would supply the food to all that, and to probably the talent that were there. That could be kind of fun.
You want to know something that would be interesting for like that for like a main character for like that sort of show?
What's that?
Have it be a child Gara who acts like a soldier but is like trying to like move on, like sort of like Violet Evergarden style. From like that mentality to like the peaceful times of
right.
Well, at least I know one of you seen Violet Evergarden.
I mean
that series is best described in one word: beautiful.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Like we're talking about movie cinematic quality for episodes, just TV episodes.
Oh, but, they love like they don't punch you at the feels. They disembowel you with the feels. They go game of like, hey, this is a feel. We're heading you. They hand over your feels to the Boltons from Game of Thrones.
Does anyone else have something to say about Voltron before we set her off?
Voltron, thank you. To the people who worked on it, thank you. And now, off to cry.
Voltron, I want to tell you this. You're not my first time watching a Voltron series. There was another Voltron series I attempted to watch in the mid-2000s. It wasn't really as entertaining, and I stopped following it through. But when it came to you, you were something different. something that felt similar, but at the same time, something that felt fun to like just lounge about with like a group of friends, just watching a space series that felt like it was going somewhere, even with its made up terminology, even with like the quirky characters, even with the stereotypical personalities just warming their ways into your heart and seeing them develop in multiple ways, including Hunk, surprisingly. It really was a trip. The lines themselves even had their own personalities. Like, we even made up the whole lioness shippingness with them because, like, the Black Lion herself was just like, I don't know who to decide between my old master and my new master. Wait, no, I found a half Gora, half human boy. He's my new master. That all of it was worth it in the end.
Worth it.
Now, I say goodbye to one of the greatest Netflix series I've watched on this platform. And may your future endeavors be just as sweet, Studio Mir.
Agreed.
All right. With that said, see y'all next time for probably the Voltron discussion.